The early hours of Wednesday morning, the Israeli occupation army raided the largest hospital in the Gaza Strip, where thousands of people, including patients and refugees, are now being housed. For more information, our correspondent Huda Hegazi reports directly from the Gaza Strip.
At 2 a.m. this morning, the tanks, bulldozers, and soldiers of the Israeli occupation army proceed to enter the Shifa Hospital complex, the central and the largest hospital in the Gaza Strip, where thousands of Gazans were evacuated, as well as medical staff and hundreds of wounded and patients. In that raid, the occupation army soldiers took control of the external surgery building, as well as the emergency building and the ICU. In the process, the occupation army soldiers began to recruit doctors, patients, including evacuees, from the hospital complex and underwent harsh and lengthy interrogations lasting approximately 10 hours. According to Palestinian sources, these interrogations were quite harsh, where the Israeli soldiers tried to get information from these doctors, from these patients, even from the innocent civilians, about where the Zionists could be found under the Palestinian resistance, and also if they knew where the leaders of the Palestinian resistance were hiding. It has been long hours of harsh interrogation where we as journalists did not know exactly what was going on because there are no reporters there. Even Israel did not allow anyone in that hospital to communicate with anyone outside. Later on, Israel proceeded to open a door or a corridor where some of the people who had finished this interrogation were allowed to leave. However, in the process in which some of the Gazatis proceed to come out, the Israeli occupation army proceed to shoot them directly. So even that the corridor and that door where they were assured that it was a safe place and where the Gazatis had finished their interrogation and could come out has been totally false. So far, the occupation forces are in that hospital. We don't know the situation of the doctors, the evacuees, the patients, how they are. However, quite difficult hours. We will not know how this Zionist and criminal entity could act with those innocent civilians who are inside that facility.